Hi YouTube. How you doing, YouTube? What you up to, YouTube? Uh, so I know I said I was gonna work on Modulus on Monday, but things changed, and I had to get stuff done. So we are on a Friday doing this now. But hey, you guys are if you had the game already and you've been watching me, or if you've been watching me, you probably had the game already and probably progressed further than I did. Okay, so last time, so we had Orange set up and making stuff. The issue is our Orange is taking forever and a day to make stuff, and I'm gonna have to like up the output, and I'm trying to figure out what I can do with that. I think the issue is the paint itself. By the way, I did run the simulation. Oh, I didn't. Did I post that? Yes, I did post that. Wait, no. Today's the 19th? Yes, I did post that. Um, so I did let the simulation run, and we were able to get one of the challenges done. Unfortunately, we didn't get very much of the orange data cubes, so I could actually like upgrade stuff. The one thing that we are having problems with upgrading is this over here. We just don't have enough stuff. We don't have enough throughput. And one thing that can help fix this problem see, what's this over here? Yeah, the one thing that can fix this problem is we need more output from this thing, I think. And last time I checked, this was a nightmare to build. And make. Yeah, it's these things going at 30. These things are going at 30 per minute. So if we upgrade that, oh, we can. We just do this now. So it doesn't matter. Damper. Here we go. Oh, here we go. I can do this now, finally. So, we can boost the output by upgrading this for sure. And then secondly, we can boost the output by having the painters do something. Yeah, it's already increasing. And the painters that can help us. Where is it? Painter level. No, it's not the painter level. I think it's the dry mix. No, it's this one. It's the efficiency. All dry mixes produce 4 paint per production. So that will help us too. The issue is we're gonna have to sit here for a long time. I mean, when getting 120 took me like 2-3 hours of me sitting with the simulation running in the background. I was just doing like other 3D modeling stuff while that was running. But yeah, that's the next issue. There's another bottleneck somewhere. Can't be this. But it's starting to look like it is that. Here, let's put those in so I know the numbers. Because these are backed up, they're not doing anything. These are backed up. And it shouldn't be too hard. Get more speed. I need to know. This here should be 120. But it's not, but it's acting like it's not 120. Yeah, it's nowhere near acting at 120. Okay, this is 120. So they are moving at what I was expecting. Let me see what the speed is. Yeah, how is this running at 75 efficiency? Or half as efficiency? This doesn't make sense to me. Oh wait, no, it does make sense. Because I'm coming out at 120 here, and 120 of this is this. So yeah, this is running at half the speed. That's the issue. So I'm hoping this is only taking 60. If it's 60, well, we have room for more production. Oh, we definitely have room for production. Yeah, it's moving at 30.
Delivery target complete. Rank up.
Yay, we ranked up. And... oh, that's just... okay, that's that one. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so then... we're gonna, like, cut this up a bit. And move it around. So then... you... get some... you get some... you... are getting some... cut this in half. Actually, hold on here. Let's do an under-over. You know what? We're just gonna do it this way. Let's see if we can try squeezing in. There we go. And then you need another set. And then each of you get a connection. That should also increase the throughput. So this should be outputting at 120 now. Oh wait, no. Yeah, this is outputting at 120. This is going in here at 60. So then, yeah, that's coming out at 60. All right, yeah, that makes sense now. So we fixed one side. We didn't fix the other side. What's bottlenecking that? Oh, it's this. Same problem. Man. I have everything so crammed in here. It's like I need more space. And it's like I don't have much room to regain here. I mean, maybe right here I have room. Okay, and then I can... It's like, what can I move forward? And it's not like there's many steps I can merge, either. It's like, all the steps that can be merged are already done. Hmm. This section here, that needs to be boosted. I was going at 30 or 20? 30. Yeah. Hi, human. Got something in my eye. I mean... Here, let's move this section here. Oops. Okay, let's do that, and then I need to check numbers again. Just to verify where the issue is. I think it's over here. Or over here. No, it's over here-ish. Yeah, okay, so this is working backwards. So this entire area needs to move forward and increase the output. Yeah, this needs more output. '60s. Wait. Okay, yeah, this needs, these two here need more outputs. Or these three. So let's tear this down and see if we can try moving some things forward. Why do I feel like I'm already breaking something? So all these need cutters of their own. You need a set of your own. You need a set of your own, right? Yeah. Wait. 240 down to 120. Why do I feel like these numbers are not lining up? I mean, technically they don't need to. I mean, they can have a backlog if it... Yeah, they can have a backlog. Back up. Back up. I'm getting confused here. What's the issue? $60 in, so 120. Did shift redo? No. One or 240 going down to 120. Okay, yeah, this here is the issue. Like I thought. Oh wait, hold on. Which? Oh, okay. God damn it! There's no redo. You go here. You go there. This goes over here. This connects to here. This result goes over there. $120 to $120, yep, that gets it. That has its $120. Wait. No, this doesn't have its 120. This needs to be 240 to get its max throughput. Okay. Okay. Move over here. And instead of that, you go there. You go there. Going to get this so we have all our connections looking right. I mean, I really could just move all this forward. Okay, so these need to be cut out so I can have more throughput. No. Oh yeah, that's right. These come out at 240. I think I could just get away with doing this. I mean, that works for this. Okay, yeah, and then a 240 line needs to come here. Which, I think what we can do to just alleviate that, just go like this. Oh, back up one. Oops. I think that's right. Oh. Okay, now that looks like max throughput. Like actual max throughput. Okay, and then what's going on over here? $15 per minute, 15 per minute, that's 30. I don't think... Did we actually, like, gain anything from doing this? I mean, we should have. I mean, these numbers are supposed to say, yeah, estimated output's 15. I'm assuming it's 15 when you actually have the materials available for them. Which they're moving at 100% now. Alright, well... That's a fix. That's a decent fix. That should move things along a bit better. I don't have any room to make more faster. At least we have a backlog over here now, so that stuff can get made. $60 per minute. Okay, well, we have ads coming up, so let's play those really quick. Let the simulation run and see if it actually is catching up. Okay, so I just sat here for like a minute and I was looking at this. It's like I'm seeing a consistent throughput, relatively consistent throughput. I mean, it's better than what it was. I think the only issue is now is we actually have freighters coming in and blocking their inputs and outputs. But at least this is like way better than what it was. Um, and I don't mind like ignoring the issue for a little bit. Um, and work on something else. So the goal for this, the goal for this stream is working on blue challenges. Challenges. Okay. So, in between streams, I managed to turn in all what I need here, and this is the reason why we want to work on these challenges. You'll notice the topmost turn-in, it gives us the orange data cubes, which will help us upgrade things faster. And since I have shit tons of blue and shit tons of white and black, might as well work on these. It seems like the devs really figured out the pacing for this game really well for waiting on production. Normally, say like in Factorio or in Satisfactory, when you make your production line, and there's one or two things you can do. You can either make more of the product somewhere else and then turn it in, or you just sit there and wait for it to turn in, or explore the world. Here, it's like, okay, there's limited room. I don't want to make any more factories because of the limited room, so I need to do something else. Got challenges right here. Might as well do them. So we're gonna pin... Let's see, we got the bridge. We have a missile silo. And we have... the crown? Mario? I don't know. 64. What can we do to make this? I kind of want to work on the bridge first. Theoretically, you could make this with one block, but I don't want to make it with one block. Let's see, we have... Yeah, we have extra white, and I think white is right here. I think that's the extra one. So how can we tear this apart? Looking at this... This 2x4, or this 2x2 is just an extension of this. So what we could do is get a stamper, stamp in the center, and then just take the results and put them back together. That's easy. The pillars themselves, I'm still trying to figure out what would be best to do. How tall are these? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. And a cube is a cube a 4x4? Or 4 by square? Yeah, it's a 4 by square. Okay, no, this is actually really simple. Very simple, actually. So, we're gonna have... Here, we'll just go way down here. we're gonna grab our mess that we have over here. Oops. Copy. Because this is the shape that we need. See? And I bet it will just work like this, right? Yeah. And I bet it updated in here? Yes, it did. Okay. So we have that. Could set it up so it just makes tons of it really, really fast. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Having tons of it, making really, really fast. Stamper. Stamper. Stamper and result. Do not delete the blocked outputs. Send it here, go in here, we can just bring it over there. Do this. We'll make it smaller. We're gonna try making it smaller. Oops. I fucked up. We actually don't need these. That's coming out 120? Yeah, 120. So we need to split it. We'll make it smaller after we get our shapes that we need. One 120. Hold on. Oh, come on. There we go, that's what I wanted. Okay, so spinny, spinny, cut, yep, rejoin. Let's see if this will even... How tall does that need to be? It needs to be up by 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Configure. Okay. Actually, no, let's back this up. Yeah, and that borked it. Hold on. Okay, so we got one side done. And the other side is practically the same thing, so we're gonna grab it and plop it down somewhere here. Okay. So now we have stupid amount of parts coming out. By the way, when I say things stupid amounts, it just means shit tons. Like, we have more than enough material coming out for no reason whatsoever. It's just there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, so we're gonna need 4 of these. And now the next issue is how to connect these up in some logical manner and look pretty. Because that's the one thing I like to have in my factories, is a pretty factory. That's right, we need the bridge supports, which we haven't touched yet. Oops. Renji! You're not all dummies, what are you talking about? Thank you so much for entrusting your community to me. For those of you who don't know, my name is Zex Maxwell. I am your manufacturing AI who specializes in manufacturing games and occasional Blender render. Welcome to my factory. I hope you enjoy your stay. Today we're playing Modulus, which is a... they call it in the community of... in the factory community, they call this the Zen Factory, where you make the Tetris building blocks for a entity.
I listen to all my pioneers, often when they're not even aware of it. So due to popular demand, I have added a motivational message. Choo-choo mother...
Get it out of your system! Renji, what have you been up to today? Minecraft! Minecraft! I'm kidding. Minecraft is like in my ban list right now because I'm just so tired of it. I modded it and everything, and I just don't want to see it again. What's up? Well, we got raided by Renji. Renji, if you need to raid and run, feel free to do so. I understand how taxing it is to keep track of chat as well as play the game at the same time. And you gotta go eat? Okay, I will have a good stream. I know I will. This is one of my fun, relaxing games that I like to play. So, that is not an issue whatsoever. You are hungry but not sure what to eat. I mean, there's rice balls. You know what? I'm gonna try a different layout. Oops, hold on. Copy that over here. Oh, I gotta tell you guys a funny story. You're out and about? So, on... Man, it's starting, also starting to get warm in here, probably because my computer's working hard. So I was... Oh, that's why, the sun is out. Okay, never mind. Hold on one second. So, I was on Tuesday, playing VR chat, and I was hanging out with the role-playing community. And, if you don't know, there's a small group of people who like to roleplay, like, different characters in, like, different settings and whatnot. So the setting I was in was in a in a university setting where everybody was just being, like, Japanese school kids. Or not kids, like, university students. So I was there being a photographer for them. Because they had, like, a lot of nifty designs. Oops, that's not it. It's studio now. So I was at this roleplay community for a little bit there, and I was trying to take pictures of all the different students and all the antics they were up to. And one of my favorite antics that happened was there was something unattended that was happening. So there's this little lady here at the shrine and at the school, and beforehand I mentioned that I was going to be running around taking pictures of the students, and I was telling them, I actually told them in their chat, like in the Discord. And this little lady here completely forgot. So, what was funny is I was technically invisible. My entire character. And the only thing that the people who are role-playing can see is this tiny little lens that's floating around in the game. So when she was doing her roleplay, of course, operating her character and everything, and then she looked up, and then she's like, she looked confused. She was like, "Who's this? Is this like a DM? Or is this like a dungeon master or like a narrator of the group or something? Or is this like somebody else who is like pretending to be a spirit at the shrine she's at?" She started interacting with me. So I managed to snag this shot first, but then she still was confused and followed me around. So I was like, I hovered behind her. There was like a little bench behind her, and I just flew behind her and like tried acting like I'm not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to interact with me. But then she just started interacting with me, like a little bit, and I'm like, and I was moving my camera around. So like I said, all she can see is a lens. And I was moving my camera around and kind of like hiding it and everything. So just to let her know that it's like, I'm not supposed to be like there interacting with you. You're supposed to be role-playing your character and doing something else. And after when I left, then she must have got the hint that I am there being a photographer. Because I came back in another location, and then she saw me, and then she realized what I was. And then in between break, I went to her and I said, like, "What, were you trying to figure out who I was?" And then I reappeared my character in front of her, and she's like, "Yeah," and she was like, "I'm a little slow. I just now remembered you were supposed to be the photographer or photographer drone." and whatnot. And I was like, yeah, that was me you were interacting with. So it's like I've been going around and taking pictures of their antics. This is the occult club right here. They were playing. This guy just is like one of those side characters that loves to sleep whenever and wherever they want to, and he just decided to have his character sleep in the occult club. Yeah, this is that kind of anime. We're just rolling with it. So yeah, I managed to get some good shots here. Got some good shots here. I would say my favorite one out of all of them so far. Yeah, they were also trying to give power to the chicken in the occult club. Apparently, the chicken is a spirit that takes part in the school. I got a good shot of these two. I love this shot, actually, when these two are looking at each other. This is a really good shot here, too. VR being VR is the reason why I took that. Person relaxing, I love that shot, too. And then also more anime antics of... This person doesn't have any magical powers or anything. She's just an average student, and the only reason why she can help in the magical girl stuff is she is excavator certified. So yeah, she was just driving that around the university and then fighting with a person who does have magical powers, and he has like a little bit of like mecha armor in cardboard. But my favorite two or three out of all of this that I managed to snag. This one I tried getting him grabbing the door handle, but I missed my timing just a little too late, and the door swung open, and I couldn't get the angle I wanted. But these three here are my favorite shots out of all of it. So what happened here is this character here is a staff member of the school, and there's a little plot line going on right here where he's trying to like figure out what's going on with the school. Why is there spirit things happening? Why are the students putting themselves in danger? And he's trying to stop it. And this person here is a staff member who is like higher up in the school, and she rebooted in through these androids that are available for staff members to come in for meetings. So these are like the three photos I managed to get and whatnot. I really need to make sure that these two characters get these photos, because it was actually really fun to grab. But it was also funny too, because in my title card of the VR chat I put it as a photographer spirit, because I didn't have no clip. I couldn't go through walls, so I had the same rules as everybody else can in the game, where I still have to interact with the world in order for me to go through. So there have been times where I would open a door and where a person would look up and be wondering, what's going on? Who's this thing? What's going on? And then if they like hover their hand over me and look at me, they'll notice, oh, it's supposed to be a photographer's spirit. You're technically not supposed to notice it. So I just had a lot of fun doing all of this. It was a real different experience through a photographer point of view. I learned a lot, both as a cinematographer and photographer. I also learned a lot through role playing and all the shenanigans and antics that happened. It was just so much fun looking at this world from an outsider's perspective. And here's another two good ones. This one is probably the best, when they're both have their eyes open, because again, everybody, they don't know I'm there, and their characters have like an automatic blink, so I had to like work around that. and whatnot. And then about here is when I started getting really, really tired. Because they just got done doing like a pseudo raid boss, and I was trying to get shots in, and like there was just like magic spells happening everywhere and whatnot. It was, oh, here's another good one. These two are also really good. Well, not really. This got cut off, but this one for sure is a good one, where the characters are looking out into the space from the space station. Oh, damn it, that got cut off. That one's good, though. So, yeah. I was just having so much fun doing this. And I'm definitely going to do something like this again. Maybe for another roleplay group, I'll probably do it. But for this one, I want to take part in because the stakes in this game is a little low. It's a lot lower. Hi, Sir Elm. The stakes are a lot lower in this roleplay, where death is not a thing, and all weapons are props, so there's like a little consequence. But it was just so much fun. Anyway, that's a sidetrack. I'm done with that sidetrack. Sir Elm, what have you been up to today? Oh, you probably didn't been messing around in VR chat for the first time lately. I've in the same boat, and the reason why I got into it is because of the role-playing community, and discovering what is theoretically possible in it. Oh, let me move. Set it up with her brother's MetaQuest, and then they're never around. Yeah. So, that's what I thought was VR chat is in a nutshell to me when I first looked at it. I thought it was nothing more than like a place where you go to socialize. But when there's an actual community that's doing role-playing stuff, akin... Low-res worlds make you motion sick. Welcome to my world, too. I mean, I've been having motion sickness problems, too, but I've been taking Bonine or motion sickness medication to, like, help prevent that. God damn it. There's... You know what? We're doing something different. We're gonna do this differently. And hope that... Oh, you're... Okay. You are the rarer kind of motion sickness where you are affected in first-person shooters as well. Ooh. Those suck. That sucks, in general. I met one other person, or I not met him. I know of another person who has that problem too, but... Oops, I bumped my mic. Sorry guys, I bumped it. I know the feeling, and thank God I took Bonine on that day, because there was a lot happening, even with, and even my ADHD was, like, getting overwhelmed. We're making a manifold system, by the way, that's what we're doing. Yeah, that sucks. There's so many games out there now, and if you are limited to motion sickness, it really limits the options of what you can play. I know the feeling all too well now. Can I do it this way? I mean, yeah, I could do it that way, but then I'm gonna have to move it over again. For the longest time, I even stayed away from VR games because I was just like hoping that game developers would wise up and make games more available to people who get VR sickness. But no, they didn't do it. So now the issue is like people have to really? Let me make this again. Now it's to the point where it's like we're getting to the point where we're just going backwards in it. I have the opposite problem of that. So the problem I have is I hate it when my avatar. Oops. I don't like it when my avatar is not mimicking the same body movements. So that's why I got a bunch of trackers right now to like mimic my body movements, because I don't talk that much. Believe it or not, even when I'm like in streaming, I don't talk that much. So what I do more is I let my body like do the talking for me. Like if I'm annoyed, I will stand annoyed. If I am like tired, my body language will show that I'm tired. And having only 2 points, or technically 3 points of tracking, which is your head and your hands, you can't really do much. And your character just stands there, just looking like he's I just can't. It's just like, I really wish that I can do more with the type of VR stuff I have. Okay, connect. Oh, copy. Excuse me. God damn it. When I have that... Where are you guys? I need to put you guys above my YouTube stream because it's delayed on my end. And I keep seeing things in the corner of my eye and that throws me off. So that's what I've been doing in VR, is discovering that side of the community, and I'm pretty much like hooked now. I'm gonna be like doing it, and the reason why I'm like so hooked on it even more is I now can flex my 3D modeling skills. Oops, back up. It's like, oh, what's that? I need a model for a certain event? Okay, I'll go make it. Or I go adjusting the character that I already have. You're asocial, but you don't want to meet total strangers there. That is fair. And, I mean, I think there's, like, already, like, so many horror stories of people just not wanting to go in public lobbies just because of all the weird shenanigans that happen. So I don't blame you. I don't even want to go to public lobbies. The only time I go to public lobbies is when I need to test my my computer to make sure it works. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. You know, I really should fix that roof so there's no more a hole up there. Ow! What? What'd I do? Ah! I'm drinking my coffee. God damn it. Nope. Nope. That's right, there's no shift redo. Okay, hold on. Settings. Is there a shift redo? AoE2, AoE2, AoE2. Why does that sound familiar? It's not clicking in my head. Why? What's AoE2 again? Can you remind me? Please and thank you. Oh, there is a redo. It's Control Y. Oh, Age of Empires. That's what it was. There we... Okay, I need to make a feature request, because this is going to bug me. So, for those who don't know, I also work in Blender, and Control Z is undo what you just did. Control Shift Z should be redoing what you did. But it doesn't work that way. There, you can only have one modifier, and I need a secondary modifier. So let me go make a suggestion right here. Where is it? Where is it? Here, first off, is Shift Z... Okay. Shift Z is available. And it's not being used, but it's gonna, like, destroy all the habits I have, and I don't want that. Modulus. Modulus. Oh, I delivered 25,000 androids. Yay! Okay, somebody to suggest a shift copy. Okay, this is an old suggestion. This was during, like, alpha. Undo and redo. Also during alpha. I'm gonna have to... shortcut. Okay, yeah, that one's old one. When was this made? Man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a new one. Okay, so... add... okay, why is that thing flashing on my screen? Please don't flash on my screen. My suggestion already posted? No. Okay, I was also double checking to see how many, orange we got. Muscle memory from the program. 1 P CTRL plus shift. Yeah, it's been such a long time since I played Age of Empires. I think I remember playing a lot of it when I was, like, maybe in high school? Maybe middle school? One of the two. I know I played a little bit of it. Hey, Bobby! What a wonderful surprise. Thank you for coming back. And for dropping off your users here. Currently, we can only one moment. From the program. How are we doing? I am doing wonderful today. I got a lot of... We're getting our factory done. We're talking about we're talking about shenanigans in VR chat, and a few other things. Quality of life suggestions, and then is there keyboard in here? No. Yeah, so I was in a role-playing community where the hydrate. I can do that. Where the community where the players were acting like university students in at a college, and it was like a lot of funny stuff happened in the a lot of funny stuff and a lot of overwhelming effects happened on Tuesday. I almost went down wrong too. Alright. You can't... VRChat won't allow you to have an account with Proton Mail? That's interesting. Okay, we got that. Got that. Then I need this. Go over here. They blacklisted the whole oh, wow. Why would they blacklist an entire domain? Hold on, let me see. Proton Mail is like the second time I heard this. Proton Mail is based in Switzerland, uses advanced encryption to keep your data safe. Really? Why would you block that? I mean, it doesn't make sense to block that in my book. Because all it is just a end-to-end encryption email service. Which is, like, way more security, and with, your controversies. Okay, political biases, whatever. That still doesn't make any sense to block an entire domain. So that's a nothing burger there. Nothing burger there for security reasons. More nothing burgers. So, not to get too deep into it. Yeah, that's like the only thing. That's the only thing I'm seeing right now. Is it doesn't make sense, because the reason why I say it doesn't make sense is VRChat had a controversy where the platform wasn't secure for anybody to use and keep their models safe for like art thieves and everything else. And if we are taking that stance, then you're going to have to be more consistent in taking stances of allowing email end-to-end encryption for that. Now, surely there has to be something more there. As for what that is, I don't know. And I pretty much don't care to know. Yeah, and what makes it funny is they added a DRM. They added like easy anti-cheat on, and as far as I understand, easy anti-cheat doesn't stop from doing that. Now, I could be wrong. They might have added something where they prevent you from opening the game when you have a GPU when you can look up the memory of the GPU, but I haven't tested it because I'm a VTuber and a streamer, and I'm not in the mood to test things to lose my account. That could potentially lose my account because I need it for content. And now that I'm jumping into role-playing community, I need it even more now. If you knew how to make a model, you have one. So I was yeah. So so I had like I said, I do Blender. I worked in Blender for like hard surface modeling and making robots. Not this specific Pengu. This specific Pengu was made by a person who did games, and I wanted this model to look good, and when I was working on it, it was like not working out very well. So I opted to hire it out to make sure I had it good. After the model was made, however, I started tinkering with it and start doing all sorts of different things with it. Like I made it animate, I made it do different things. So say like I can do all this now. Before that wasn't there. Just to name a few things. But I know enough in Blender to get myself in trouble, and I started making. I ripped a character from Baldur's Gate 3, and I have that now for role playing. I bought a model off of Booth, and I'm heavily customizing it now. So it's like, after when I'm done, it's almost like completely different. And I'll be working on Deimos's model very soon. That's also ripped from a game. I'm gonna have to learn how that's gonna work. That's gonna be fun to learn. And then I'm also gonna be making a Transformer after that. And then here's current. Yeah, I noticed that Unity is a pain. It was even a pain for me when I was trying to convert this model for VR chat. Yeah, that was a mess and a half. I need this. So we're gonna do that. Also, Bobby, what were you doing? You were also playing Graveyard Keeper more. How far are you into it? Are you halfway through? You're probably at the stage where, if I had a guess of where you are, you're probably at the grinding stage. Which is like... nearing the end, actually? Okay. Yeah, then you're more than definitely further away. A lot of your characters are 90% done. Oh, in terms of the relationship thing. Okay, Jesus, this is gonna... Copy, paste, copy this, paste there. Okay, we got that. Then we're gonna take this. Moving water to the cellar. Yeah, I love that game. I love the game and it's morbid. take on and I love that game in terms of its morbidness and its morbid take on Stardew Valley. It was like a very welcome addition into the genre. I mean, when I heard I was watching another streamer play it like years ago, and I was like, wait, this is a morbid version of Stardew Valley? And they're like, yep, this is a morbid version of Stardew Valley. And I'm like, sign me up. Have you heard of the in-game theory of the fact that the week has 6 sins and the 7 is missing? I didn't look too far into it. I noticed somebody did mention something along that line. But I didn't put 2 and 2 together. Let's see. We need... How can we do this to... Okay, 1, 2. That. Okay. So we got that. Yeah, sure. I would like to hear the theory why, but let's wait till after the ads. Because I have them playing in 3 minutes, and I want to pause the game for that to happen. So we'll be right back. Okay. I am back. What is this theory? Keep in mind, for anybody who's listening in chat, I don't read the messages out loud, they are read to me. So, let's see. So you're just gonna have a look in chat to see what the theory is. And I want to eat too. Okay, that does make sense. Yeah, because I remember... Mm-hmm. Yeah, and, I did remember that the sins were represented in the days. That makes sense. After midnight for you? Okay. See you later, Bobby. Have a good night. I hope you work really hard tomorrow. Actually, wait. It might be either Saturday or Sunday for you. So you probably don't have to work that hard. Have a good day off. It's like... One doesn't... Yeah, there's like... We need 3 inputs. Here, let's get another... one of these in. There. Now the numbers should check out. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. No, numbers are not checking out. We actually need this.
Okay, and then we need 4 of these. One, 2, 3, and 4. Probably put it this way. Ah, this is not gonna work, probably. Oh, good. This is gonna line up. Oops. No, we wanted that. Okay, so now we should be able to... Actually, wait. Oops. Ah! No, stop it. Let me connect that. Alright, these should be there. Okay, let's get all the items coming into the thing. You go there, and we already messed up the height of something. These need to be 1 notch lower. Oh, wait. These need to change. Right. Yeah, I think I knocked it up. No, I'm gonna have to reconnect these. Okay, now these should be correct. Oops. They should be correct. Oh. Wait, what? Hold on. Where's my challenges? I lost track of how big these things need to be. One, two, three, four. Yeah, they're supposed to be 4 high. Pin all. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Try this again. And then these are complaining probably because it's slightly different. Something tells me I'm gonna need to upgrade the amount of items that are on the line. There we go.
New module created.
And then we can just copy this. Technically twice, and then just finish it off. And then they go back and to get turned in. So, the numbers are not going to line up. If anything, I overbuilt for the amount for what the belts can handle. Definitely up here, because these things output at 60 each. So 2 of them will be 120, and then it'll be already full. And then more than likely the same thing here. So... oh well. Nothing wrong with overbuilding. And if anything, I could make this smaller. Actually, I just thought of something. We're gonna have problems with this already. We might as well just set this up so they can handle it. So let's delete all this. There's like gonna be... It's not gonna look good at all. But hey, at least it'll go through the system faster. Let's see. So we have 2 of these going here. 2 of these, 1 goes here. 2 of those, 1 goes here. Right? Yes. Then another 2, and these 2. 1 goes in this direction. Oops. No, don't throw it away, please. We don't want to throw this away. Okay, and those things are not connected. There we go. So this should, like, complete really, really fast. How much do we need? We need, like, 800. And we are making 120 per minute, so we can just sit here and wait for a second. Oh, do we have... Oh, we have the numbers not lining up here either. Oops. Yeah, that would be a thing. Let's fix it. There. That is max throughput for this entire thing. And I don't mind, like, sitting here and waiting for a little bit, too. Granted, it looks like spaghetti, but what can you do? And then, not everything is being fully utilized, like over here, but that's fine too. $150 at our stuff. We can actually unpin this now. Next easiest thing will probably be this one. What would be the easiest way to cut this? It also uses 64 blocks? Yeah, it also uses 64. Wait, no. That's uses 2 blocks, isn't it? 4 times 4 is 16. Times that again by 4 is 64. Okay, no, it does use 1 block, but we're using... But we don't want to use this 1 block because we have 3 different colors, and they didn't do any tricky stuff like putting anything in between there, right? It's like all... Yeah, okay, so it's fine. Is that done? Yep, done. Next one. Cut it out. Because we need something to do while we're waiting. I think the best way to do this is maybe quarter it. And then slice it in many planes. I don't know. This is gonna be tough. So this is what I was thinking. We're gonna quarter it with this. Spin it and quarter it again. So then we have that. Then tip it over and rotate it, and this time do it this way. How much is in there? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I was worried about. I can do it this way. We're gonna get odd numbers here, but whatever. Okay, so then... I can do 60 per minute. Yeah, maybe... cut 1 in half. Oops. And then put this on so we can put it together. Oh. No, that won't work. I mean, we can do... this. And then we can do... Man, this sucks. This is probably the one time where I actually need 3 outputs. And not 2. If I had a splitter that does 3 outputs instead of 2, this would be like... I can make this really compact. $120. And then it splits again. Then I have... Oh, wait. Let's do a funny. Good lord, that's gonna be, like, that is just so much stuff. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna... I'm looking at this, there's no easy way to have the numbers line up. One, two, three, four, 5. 5. Or 2. We can do 2. And then with that 2, we can make a 3. Like so. Oh, excuse me. So you make that. I was thinking to make another 2 right here. But... No, just do it this way. Come on. Oh, wait. No, that's not enough. Shit. This is not enough. So we need a 3rd output. Again. Okay. Da. 2. Okay, 1, 1. Okay, there's that. Hear this. Put it over here. And then we can have one with 3 inputs. Here, let's... Oh wait, no, those don't... Those are not needed. And I think I Yeah, I overbuilt again, so we don't need this. And now I wish I had 120, 120. Oh, I don't have a copy of what I made earlier today. I probably should have blueprinted. So this thing... Blue! Welcome in! For those you don't know, my name is Zex Maxwell. I'm your manufacturing AI who specializes in manufacturing games and occasional blender render. Welcome to my factory. I hope you enjoy your stay. Today we're playing Modulus, where we make Tetris pieces. And then
I listen to all my
build a
pioneers,
factory around
often when they're
that.
not even aware of it. So due to popular demand, I have added a motivational message. Choo choo mother...
What were you up to today, Blue? Zenless Zone Zero again? Did you get your waifus that you've been wanting? Good. Oh, no... No on the waifus, yes on the Zenless Zone Zero. Okay. Yes, this is what I want, I think. Yes, this is what I want. But I have a feeling I'm going to be running out of room very quickly here. Okay, that's what I want. And then drop, spin, there we go. Okay. Oh, then we need to put those together. Okay. So this is the module that we need. And then all we need to do is copy it 3 times for each color. Cooties! Actually, no, we're gonna use this line. Because this line is... Nope. Shit. 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 Clear. Clear all that. Don't get in there. One here. And then we need black. Black, 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 black. Where's black? Recook up. Go over here. Okay, and then we need... That's right, you only can supply 3 drums. That's so annoying. There we go. Boop-a-da-boop. Boop-a-da-boop. And... Boop-a-da-boop. And I know you're not stuck in ads. Boopity boop. Oh, let me just... Actually, no, we'll just copy this. Oh, hold on. There. Okay, and then let's do this so I make sure I have room for the last stage of the cut. So we need these 2 1x2s. And I think what I'll do is just say, screw making a big long thing of it. Split. There. And then reset this. We should get something completely different there. Reset. Spin. Oops. Cut. Oh right, yeah, there's no thing there. Because I didn't hook it up yet. Boopity boop. And then have not that, just regular. Put those together. Take this line, and then we should be good to go here. We're gonna just do this just to recover space and make this easier to look at. What do you mean? Oh! I did not stack these. That's why they're confused. Okay. And it's knocked up again. Wait, did I do this wrong again? Okay. Yeah, I kind of hooked that up wrong. I was thinking something else in my head, but that works too. Reset. Oh. Shit. Okay. I did it wrong again. We need a three input one. You go here. You pop out. I'll connect that. And then split. Oh, that's not a split. That's a split. There we go. And then hook those up. Now I can go get put in. So you need to be there and there.
New module created.
All done. Job's done. Is that overbuilt for the production line? Yes. Do I care? No. It's just gonna sit there for... how long again? Needs to sit there for 800. And we're doing 120 per minute. So it's gonna be like sit there and it's gonna be sitting there for like maybe 10 minutes at most. And then we'll be done with that. Research data is at 210. I think we needed like 400. 480. Wait, why? Yeah, you need a 60. Oh, I see the issue. Yeah, that's an issue. We need more throughput here. And I barely have room to do anything here. this sucks. This here, there's not enough throughput right here. I mean, I can maybe move it. We can move it. Actually, no. We're not gonna move it. We're just gonna copy this, put this over here. Because we're not making a... it's not gonna be a permanent thing. And we will just... set it up once, and then destroy it later and forget about it. Forget that we made this error. Excuse me. There. Now it should go at its full rate. And we're already at stage 2. Oh, I need a screenshot for YouTube. Let's go right here. Oops. Shift H to remove HUD. A little bit of the neon, because there's eye catch a little bit. About right there. Maybe a little closer. Yeah, closer would be better. Kind of wish the blocks were facing in a different direction, but what can you do? Manage? No. Chat level settings, pop out. Pop out dashboard? What's that? Oh, that's something else. Okay, yeah, I do not care about that. Content, live. Yep, that's still going. Edit. Thumbnail, change. Where's that thumbnail hiding? There. Updated the thumbnail on YouTube side. Because it was still using the old one. That way I don't forget to do it later. Oh. Oh, I didn't activate the source. Okay, well, it looks like nobody talked over there anyways. Didn't realize that my YouTube side didn't have a setup. mean, I could take this angle too, but... Yeah. Are we almost done with the challenge? Halfway. I mean, I can look at this. Okay, I have a feeling there's going to be some heavy use of stamping on this one. We can stamp out, we can slice the white and stamp the center. Slice up the blue to... Actually, no. Probably do the same things. Stamp out the center of the blue. And then do the same thing on black, but on black, let's see. Yeah, this piece is like pretty this thing has like all the answers you need to make this with as little steps as possible. You just stamp out the center, slice it, or stamp out the center, stamp out the center, replace it, or slice it so that the white is done. Do the same thing for blue, except for blue you put black back in, so you have all these here, and then you just cut it up to to the things you need, and then you're gonna need all these extra black bits, which I'll just make a new line for, and then that's pretty much it. It's a really easy thing. We have ads coming up. For those of you who are new here, when ads come up, what I like to do is I like to pause the game or let the simulation run in the background, which is going to be a little redundant now that we completed the challenge. And this gives me an opportunity to let the ads run and take a short break for myself, and you don't miss anything. Also, you guys probably should do the same. Take a quick break, get a snack, get something to drink. Or fall asleep. One of the two. We'll be right back. I'm back. We're gonna delete all this because it's done. Let's work on these pieces here. So we're gonna need probably the stamper first. Yeah, probably the stamper first. Don't delete the output. And since that comes out already at 60, we're actually going to use it to color this. If I can find a good way to hook this up. Yeah, it's gonna be... This thing is gonna be big regardless. Okay, and what are we stamping out? We're stamping out this centerpiece there. And then it gets colored, and it comes back over here. And it gets put back in. So then we have all of these. Or at least the foundation for all of those. Then we get... yeah, we'll just set it up so it just goes right in here. I would like to use this entire thing. It probably have to be done this way. So we can use one belt. And then I would think from that one belt, we can cut it again. Not like that, like this, though. Man. It's gonna give us 4. Maybe split it after that. And then after that, split it again. Then put it back together. Is this the least amount of steps? In my head it does. Or it looks like it. And then put those together. And then we got that done. We're gonna do that again for white. Probably color it. Reset. Oh, no, we need this. And I wonder if I can just get away with... one set of assembly? Okay, and then you have this extra... that. Actually, hold on. Back up. Back up. We need to color it. I forgot the coloring process. Hi, Malaya. What have you been up to? I also, by the way, I also see that we have Mastermind in here too. I keep forgetting to shout him out. Mastermind, what have you been up to lately? I haven't checked on you in a long time. Mastermind, you've been playing Fallout. How have you been doing on that? Well, that's interesting. I now have a pop-out of what the link brings up. Making flowers and some resin shenanigans. Are you putting, like, the flowers in the resin so you can, like, wood turn it? cut. Actually, hold on. We're gonna go this way. Making charms as dangles. Reset. That again. Go back around. And cut again. And how many's coming out of here? 120? 120. It's been very magical, the resin times. Ooh. Did you post it in our Discord? I want to see. Faith, why are you in the break room? I thought you would be over at like Astro Phoenix right now. Nope, you keep forgetting. Yeah, because I have that artist alley of sorts, and you could always post there just to keep advertising that you're working on that kind of stuff. Especially in the, especially for you, since you have clearance for doing commissions, you can keep updating that if you want, just so people know what you do. Oh, one moment. Just talking about Mama Pengu. $60. Yeah, it's coming out at 60. Oh, hold on. We're gonna need more of you. Okay, so we get that. Then we get... Yeah, and then reset. Oops. Let's see. Ooh. This is what Malaya's been up to. I really like that. And then danglies. Put that up, put the hair... Oh yeah, there's a hairpin behind it, so then it'll like be in your hair and dangle from that. If I was a girly girl, I would definitely put that in my hair. But I'm a dude. I'm a dude. I prefer to have... I wouldn't mind having, someone putting my hair in a Mexican braid. If that is a thing. 120. To 120. Okay. Okay. And then boop, boop. Lurky. While you get chores done. Okay. Reset. Oh, wait. If blocked outputs, discard. That's gonna break if I do it the other way. Reset. Spin. Cut. Okay. And then we have this. I think it needs to be this far. Yeah, there's 4 in between, so continue. And then put all that into here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in there. Go over here. And then reconnect that. And then we have all the things that we need.
New module created.
So that is 60 per minute. So that's gonna
Module
take
change completed.
800 divided by 60. Where's my calculator? It'll take about 13 minutes, 14 minutes. Mod powers activate. Hi, I am Mod. The best descriptor of Malaya. Do I really want to... I mean, I could expand it. Wouldn't hurt. Okay, we have that. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. It's now... So then we need another one of these. There. Now we can
We don't have to wait as long. Ahem. I said we don't have to wait that long. Okay, you were just lagging behind. Okay. Okay, that's done. While we're waiting, what is the next challenge? Is it easy to do? Okay, well... kinda easy to do. The issue I'm going to be running into is I don't have... excuse me. I don't have orange being produced at a high rate. So I might have to bite the bullet and actually increase the output of orange. And I'm not looking forward to that. Orange, for some reason, seems to have, like, a massive footprint, and I haven't figured out a good way to reduce it. Here, let's do some island scouting. Unpin. Close. Okay, so we have... hydrate? Yeah, sure, I can do that. Well, there's a big footprint there. That's actually massive. And then I have orange components here, and oil there. Actually, this might work. I mean, I can copy... oh, wait, no. Blue is the issue. Do we have any... blue components? No. We have blue components here. But I really don't want to build here because this area here is what's controlling... or this area here is where I'm building the data processing. And I'm gonna need at least one more based on how the technology tree works. Right? Okay, maybe not. Actually, I just now noticed something. We can have more floors here. This will indirectly increase the output for paint. It's slightly cheaper. Sure. Did you already upgrade? Oh, you're probably going to be upgrading when you get done with your cycle. And even then, you'll be upgrading this first. Yeah, everybody just upgraded. Oh, wait. You didn't upgrade. You guys did. Did I really read that wrong? Because they were yellow buildings, I thought they would be upgrading. Well, that's annoying. Oh, they're yellow processors, not orange. Oh well. Crap. Kinda wish now I want to start start that over. Unless these things count as blue. Oh, they do count as blue. So they're already at max throughput. Yeah, I need space.
Rank up.
Okay, well... that happened. Well, no... no, they'll still work. That upgrade will still work. Ow! Indirectly. Because then these will be generating more output with less materials. Oh, that's right. We're done with these challenges. Right, we're done with them? Yeah. We need a spot with blue. So, here works. And this upgrade wouldn't be so bad if orange or if yellow wasn't so much of a really complicated build. Here, let me look at this. Well, wait. I just thought of something. one of the problems that we've been having is the conveyor belts having a 120 output. And we've been splitting up our materials because of that. So yeah, that's one way we can shrink the footprint. How long ago was my save? $6:35. I don't know if that was before or after the... Oh, it's not gonna, like, not like we did anything. Oh, it was after... It was after hitting the button for the upgrades, because I deleted that after hitting the upgrade. Where is the conveyor belt upgrade? Here. It's 240. I think I'm just gonna have to let the simulation run in the background again, because it doesn't really pay for me to do anything else. I need this upgrade in order to make the build smaller. There's no other way about it. And then... where's the regular cutter? Do we have any more upgrades for regular cutter, or is that really the max? Yeah, I would assume that's the max, because you can get up to 240 on some cuts. Yeah. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, well, now this is upgrading... This upgraded to 240 per minute. So, for every operation cycle, it's not outputting more cores. That'll make things a little easier for the data processing. Same thing here. Yeah, I don't think there's very much I can do right now. And it doesn't pay for me to build more, because I'm heavily limited by technology right now, and I upgraded the wrong thing. Posture check. Okay. I think we'll just call it here, because even though it is like 30 minutes till the end. Everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. What should I do? Where should we go? Who should we bug? Thank you, Blind, and I hope you have a great weekend, too. We'll be back here tomorrow for a one-shot. Tom says he has a game. I need to look up the rules so I know what I'm doing. I'll probably do that after I do some work on Blender, because my brain is still wired for Blender work, and I want to make sure I do some of it.
You know what? We haven't bugged the Ron in a very long time. And I think a certain mod would like us to bug this person. So we're gonna play... We're gonna go raid the Ron is Live. If you need a raid message, you can use this one. If you have a subscription with me, thank you, by the way, you can use this one. Make sure you copy that and start and spam it the moment we get in. And I'll see you tomorrow for tabletop. Yeah. If you want to hang out, I'm going to be jumping into my Discord, and you can see me work on Blender stuff while I do that. But yeah. Stay productive while I'm gone, will ya?